All right, kids. It's about 1:30 p.m. West Coast time on Wednesday, April 2nd, Liberation Day. Trump tariffs, 25% on all foreign cars, 34% tariffs on China, 20% tariffs on EU, 24% tariffs on Japan, 26% tariffs on India. Huh. I, I mean, the stock market has already lost all of its gains since election day. It's right back to exactly where it was right before the election, around 42,000 and change. It was up to 45,000 in December. Okay, so I guess I guess we're doing this. It'll be and they're all going into effect at midnight. But I was watching a Mr. Global video earlier, and he was stitching a guy who was just like, 25% is not going to bring manufacturing back to the United States. It would have to be so cost prohibitive that companies wouldn't have a choice but to relocate their manufacturing back to the United States. And then you add questions of unions and union wages and benefits and things like that that a lot of these other countries don't deal with and don't pay. China certainly doesn't deal with that stuff. China doesn't have an OSHA, uh, or an equal employment opportunity commission, things like that, um, and a baseline 10% tariff on every other country on the planet. I just, you know, it's weirdly these tariffs aren't high enough to force companies to relocate manufacturing to the United States, but they're high enough that it's just going to raise prices on everything by between 10 and 34%. I mean, how much stuff do we buy from China? And there's 34% tariffs on everything coming out of China now. We're just going to pay 34% more for things that we import from China. No companies are going to relocate their manufacturing facilities from China because prices went up by a third. And he's still 100% convinced that tariffs are paid by those countries and not by American consumers. So he literally doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't understand at all what he's doing. He doesn't understand how any of this actually works, like in reality. He doesn't know how it works. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. And he's still up there talking. I mean, he started talking. I went and ran an errand. I came back. He's still talking. Okay. Okay. The largest tax increase in history on American consumers is Liberation Day. And the GOP in the House is getting ready to raise taxes on everybody who makes less than $400,000 a year, income taxes. The Senate version of that bill is twice as large, and it's going to add like $5 trillion to the national debt for the benefit of the 1% who doesn't need the money anyway. But, Trumponomics